How to price. Now remember that there are two ways of looking at the pricing. First, we want the food cost. How much it costs the food that the customer is eating. That's different from the menu price. The menu price is because when you want to make your profit and you pay for gas and all that stuff, right? Yeah, I put them together. So let me erase this first, and you can use that other page where you can use everything. I like to say when it comes to pricing, there are so many ways the pricing people do it. They do it as a decimal, or as a fraction, or as a percent. So let me put decimals here. I always like to put my decimals on the left, then percent in the middle, then fractions on the right. So to me, it's a left to right relationship for decimals and percents. Okay, 100%. Here's my 100%. That's the same thing as $1. As a fraction, that's the same thing as 1 over 1, or 2 over 2, or 3 over 3, or 4 over 4. 100% means the same as 6 out of 6, 7 out of 7, 8 out of 8, or 9 out of 9. This goes on forever. So 100%, see, like I said again, even when I listen to the people at the stock market, they talk a different language, but guess what? They tend to talk in percentages. They will say the stock went up by 25 basic points. When they say 25 basic points, they mean 25%. Or 50 basic points, 50%. Your pricing is like that. So if I get the same amount of money that I pay the vendor, I don't make any profit. Okay? So the way you make your profit, you have to charge a little bit more than what you pay, right? We call that markups. So when we mark up, we just add. If it's a fraction, you just add. Now the fraction, they will tell you exactly what the markup is. They won't hide that from you. If it's a fraction, they will tell you. So that's why on the next page I start with that, just for you to look at it. The raw food cost in number 1 is $4.20. And the markup rate is what? 2/3. What that means, you have to go on a journey and look for thirds. See, if he gives me the markup as a fraction, I have to look for a fraction. Thirds. Here they are. Here are the thirds right here. So I mark it up. I add 2/3 to 3/3 to make it what? 5/3. You see that? You have to, when he says markup, you have to actually add 2/3 plus 3/3 makes it what? 5/3. Now your menu price will be 5/3 times $4.20 over 1. That's what your menu price becomes. So when he says markup, you have to go do the adding first and get an answer. Then you multiply by your food cost. So let's go in the calculator and do that. 5 times $4.20 divided by 3. How much do we get? $7. Days your pricing. $7. Okay, now I want to take the time and show you what they meant by the markup of $7. So here we go. Our menu price is $7, right? Our food cost was what? $4 and what? 20 cents. Yeah. So our markup, we subtract. What do we get? $2 and what? 80 cents, right? You see that? The markup was $2 and what? 80 cents. Now, my calculator is an ABC button. That's what changes it to a fraction. You see the ABC button on the calculator. You see the A number B, ABC button. You see it? Now, if you take the markup, which is $2.80, and $4.20 the food cost, and take out the decimal, and use that ABC button. This one you hit 280, then hit the ABC button, 420, then hit the equal button. It will show you what the markup is as a fraction.
Then you hit which button at the end?
You hit 280.
Got it.
Okay? Then you hit the ABC button. Then the next number, 420.
Yeah.
Then hit the equal button.
Equal.
Yeah. Guess what you get?
I got a calculator.
Oh, you can't get it bigger. You must have done it correct. Just put it down on the floor. Put it down on the floor. Okay, clear. Oh, you had the right answer.
Yeah.
Okay, 280. Go ahead. You had the right. It was 2/3. It showed
Oh,
you
that
there.
whole thing is
Yeah,
okay.
that's divide.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
You see that? It says 2/3, right?
Right.
See, that's what it's telling you. When you mark up, you just add. The word mark up means add. But they will tell you if it's a fraction, you add fractions. Guess what? He could have given it to you as a percent. You could have said mark it up by 60%. Guess what you do first? You add 60 to the 100 to make it what? 160. Your menu price will be 160 times whatever. Okay?
What if you change the fraction into a decimal? So 0.67 times.
Yeah, but that's in the field we know. Thirds, they are not very good changing them to a decimal. Remember what I said? There's no third, there's a coin over the third.
Right.
Because you can't divide 3 into 100.
Right.
Okay? That's why, you have to be very careful. For us, we know. If you say third, I'm going fractions. I'm not even thinking decimal. Now, if you say a quarter, I can go either or. Yeah. See, some of them, we call it finite decimal. Some fractions, you can change them to a finite decimal, but some of them you can't. Things like thirds, sixths, anything with a 3 in it, 9. Okay? Yeah. We leave them alone. But anytime when he says markup, you have to add first. That's what it means. That means you knew it cost you $4.20, but the customer has to pay what? $7. So you can make up $2.80, which is 2/3 what you pay the vendor. Okay? That's what it means then. Okay, let's look at the next one. The raw food cost is $6 and what? 60 cents. The markup rate is what? 5/8. So if it's 5/8, we have to go look for 8s. Here they are, right here. 8/8. So we mark it up. We add 5/8 to 8/8 to make it what? 13/8, right? 5 plus, that's 5 plus 8. So that becomes 13/8. So your menu price will be 13/8 times your food cost, which was $6.60. Okay, let's do that on the calculator. What do we get? 13 times $6.60 divided by 8 equal button. What do we get for menu price?
10.73.
10.73. That's how much the customer has to pay. $10.73. Sure, the food cost was $6 and what? 60 cents, right? So the markup in dollars here would be 3.1. The markup is what? $4 and what? 13 cents. Now, if we wanted to check to see if that is 5/8, we have to change it to a decimal. See, that's why some of these fractions, that's 413 ABC button, 660. That's hard to do that in ABC button because that one will reduce. 3's and 0's don't mix. You see the 3 and 0 at the end? Okay, so you have to change it to a decimal. So you want to divide 413 by 660. Change it to a decimal. Decimal what?
62.5.
625, which is the same thing as what? 5/8. right? Decimal 625, the same thing as 5/8, right? You see that? I'm just trying to show you that when you do it, it will show you that your increment is 5/8, You are adding $5 to the 8. That means if you paid $8, you want to get your $8 back and make $5 on top of that. So you need to charge the customer 13. Okay?
413, ABC, by 660, right?
Yeah, but you can use ABC, but you know why?
You can't, it's
No,
not even.
because there's nothing common between 413 and 660. So you have to change it to a decimal. So you go 413 divided by 660.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is very confusing.
That's the first thing I teach my students. You have to know the relationship between numbers. There are certain numbers that don't go together. In fact, I have them on the notes here. I have them on the notes here. So type them up for me. See, you see the numbers that are lined up. I have them on your notes here. Here. 3 only goes with 9. That's on the 3 times table. 3 and zeros don't mix. You see that? The numbers in this, that means these numbers don't mix with them. Unless if it's a multiple of 3, like a 6. That's how I use this. But I had to even go into that, that's too much stuff. I didn't think I would have time. But that's what I show my students. I can look at the number and know that the numbers are connected on the times table. When you have a number like that, 3 and 0, that 3 and 0 at the end, the moment I see 3 and 0 like that, I know these numbers are not connected anyway. There's no times table that covers both these numbers here. Because 2 goes here, 2 doesn't go there. You see that? 3 goes here, 3 doesn't go there. You see that? I can tell from the number just by looking at the endings. And that's a very powerful tool. I can look at the numbers and tell very quickly. I've shared this with teachers before. I said, you don't just tell students that reduce fractions to lowest terms and they don't know how to do it. That's how you tell with that chart right there. The endings will tell me. If a number is connected to 2, it will end with 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. That's what I mean by that. If a number is connected to 4, it will end in either 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. That's your 4 times table. That's also your 6 times table. That's also your 8 times table. But if there is a 3 in it, 3 and zeros don't mix. That 3 and 0 tells me there's no connection. So the only way I can try to show you that is very close to 5/8, I have to change it to a decimal equivalent. The decimal is 625. That's the same thing as 5/8. Okay? Okay, now look at the next one. Number 3. The raw food cost is $3.25. But the markup rate is what? 43%. Now he's talking percents. So I look at my percents. There is my 100% right there. So now I mark it up by 43%. To make it what? 143%. Right? 43 plus 100 makes it what? 143. But remember, when we use percent, we always move the decimal how many places to the left? 2. So to our menu price then will be the food cost $3.25 times 1.43. That's what it will be. We move the decimal 2 places. We have to change it over here. Percents is really the language of the business person, but we don't do calculations with the percent. We have to change it to a decimal or a fraction. Okay? So let's do that. 3.25 times 1.47. How much would that give us?
4.43.
$4 and what?
60.
60 what?
8.
Okay, that would be our menu price. $4.68. If you raise it by 43%. Or another way of looking at it, you're saying for every dollar that I buy from the vendor, I want the customer to pay me $1 and what? 43 cents. You want your dollar back to pay him and make 43 cents on the dollar. Okay? That's just one way of pricing by marking things up. but there's so many other ways of pricing. Okay. Number 4, same thing. Markup rate is 60.5%. So what does that mean? Add 100 to what? 60.5 to make it what? 160.5. So for that next one, I will add 60.5%. So it'll be 60.5% to make it what? 160.5%, which becomes 1.605. So the menu price will be food cost. The food cost in this case is again is $5.55. $5.55 times 1.605. That will be my menu price now. How much is that? $8.91. That's it. $8.91. Okay. Number 8 is the same thing, 38%. But now number 6, he changes it though. It's not a markup in number 6. Number 6, he said the food cost is $3.25 and 25% is the food cost desired. That means you're saying you want your food, you want the food cost to be 25% of what the customer is eating. So that one, our menu price, the way we do our menu price there is food cost divided by the percentage. That's all. Yeah, this is the one that I want to illustrate with that Ransa when he was here. Guess what our food cost was when Ransa was here? The time that I ballooned up. Our food cost was 98%.
Oh, wow.
That means every time a customer paid $1, bid will only make 2 cents. No wonder the neighborhood wanted to come down here and eat for lunch. Huh? 98%. All it took was one student dropping a plate in the kitchen. We're broke. 98% was his food cost. You're killing us. Jesus said one time, says, Joe, I can't let stuff eat over there. That kitchen is killing us. I said, what? He said, the food cost is 90. I said, what?
How'd you go over there, Mr. Moyo?
98%. That means every time a customer gave us $1, we made 2 cents. So in this case here, he says here, for this problem here, it's 25%, right? So it's $3.72. The food cost divided by decimal 25. That's it. How much do we get? Now look at that. Guess what? That's why places like McDonald's and all that, they do a very hefty business. Because their food cost percentage is usually around 25%. They don't like their food cost to hit 30 and beyond 30% over there. You get over there, you say, I want a hamburger and all that stuff is flying. If you're driving in, you better drive real quick to keep the stuff before it comes off. What you want? Is it really there? What? My wife, she says, I don't think those fries are warm. They could be that warm. Usually they're cold too. I don't know why they do that. Every time she says that they are cold. McDonald's and all them, that's what their food cost is, around 25%. If your food cost usually gets to around 30% and beyond, usually you'll be selling that business. The people who make money downtown in those restaurants, they don't want their food cost to be anywhere close to 50%. They want it to be around 30% or better. In fact, for my classes, I tell my students, if I don't mention any food cost percent, let's go with 30%. That means for every $1 the customer gives you, 30 cents is really the food that you bought from the vendor. The 70 cents is for your electric, your gas, your work, your cooking, and your sweat, and all that stuff. That's the only way you make money. If you don't do that in this field, I'll be driving by and say, new owner. Out of business.
That's true.
And I always say, oh, food cost, got it. Food cost, got it. You really have to track to you how much you spend for the food. Because every time, if you spend $25 buying that food, you can't let the customer give you $25. They gotta give you more than 25. Because you need the 25 to pay the vendor. You can just be sitting in the middle, 25, 25. All that work you did is for nothing.
Well, this is where I would like to see if we, maybe integrating some of this, into maybe the menus or that kind of thing, so they understand.
Yeah.
I mean, we may be selling it for, whatever, $4 or $5.
Yeah.
But that what it's actually costing us.
Yeah, you don't want it to cost you more than $4.
So.
Yeah. That's what Ransom did for us. And I remember, there was a time, the next class that came on Ransom, he did, we couldn't eat in the kitchen. The students just fed themselves during the lunch hour. None of us could eat down there because they were breaking us.
Well, we lose money.
Yeah.
Well, we don't even.
We were losing money, even bigger money then.
Yeah, I mean, we're.
Jesse used to tell us, the kitchen is killing us.
Because what's not taken into consideration with this is your overhead,
Yeah.
your staff,
Yeah.
the electricity,
Yeah.
all that, your rent,
So-
everything like that. I mean,
Really, you have to tell the students that, because some of them are going to end up with restaurants of their own down the road. They need to know all the facets, You gotta add everything. The labor has to be in there, the electric has to be in there, the phones have to be in there, your lights have to be in there. All that has to be added in. That's why when you come up with the food cost, most of the time, that's why the pricing will change. Instead of using this, some people just come with a multiplier. They'll say, I don't care what you buy, I want it times 4. The customer gotta pay 4 times as much for you to make money. In those restaurants downtown, some of them are like that. When you go downtown in some of those places, you leave some money behind. Okay? So if it's a percent, like you see that he didn't say markup. If it's markup, we add first. And we can mark up what? Decimals, or we can mark up what? Percents, or we can mark up what? Fractions. But if it's a fraction, they will tell you what fraction. They won't just say mark up with a fraction and stop right there. Then it's a tricky question. They will tell you 2/9, then you add it to 9/9. If they say 3/7, you add it to 7/7. Okay? Okay. Now look at number 8. The raw food cost is $12.72, and the 100% food cost percent is desired. That sounds like ransom. There it is, menu price. $12.72. 100% is 1.00, right? So what's the menu price? $12.72. Are you making any money? No. Because your food costs just as much as what? How much the customer is paying. So you're not making any money, so you're working for nothing.
Yeah, you're actually losing money.
Oh, you'll be out of business there.
You're losing money.
Yeah. You see that? That's why your food costs, you gotta calculate your food costs, like Section is saying. We should know your food costs down there. And you should try to impress.
Because that's just for the food. You still got to pay for help and utilities and.
Yeah, all that has to be factored
So
in.
you're actually losing time.
Yeah. Now this book is very good. Every time it comes with prices, you say add another 10%. That's on the food court price before even that's the menu. The menu price is something else. You have to come up with this thing to get the menu. Okay, to get that number to go even higher. And if you do business on your own, that's what you have to do. If you don't do that, you go under. Okay, let's turn the page here. So if it's a percentage, you just divide by the percent. But you notice, the lower the percentage, you see, look at how much money I'm making. $14.88, we only pay $3.72 for the food. So you're making a killing there, right? You're making over $11. Okay. Now, what will make you not get that percent way down if the customers start patronizing your place? You know, that will tell you, hey, you better change your pricing. You know. Okay, now, on the next page, it's more of the same. Now look at number 10. Here is a 17% food cost desired. If it's 17%, you're making a killing. Right? Let's do that. Number 10. Menu price. Food cost is $5.63. That's how much it costs you to buy the food. But you want that to be only 17% of what the customer pays. Okay? So $5 and divide by decimal 17, how much do we get?
$33.12.
And 12 cents?
Yeah.
Look at that. You pay $5.63, but the customer pays $33.12. You know you're making some money there, right?
Not if you're renting a building down on Fifth Avenue.
Yeah, that's the thing. You see, when you go downtown, they used to be years ago. This guy used to be by the airport. He used to sell golf clubs and all that. One time he decided to go downtown. I said, I ain't gonna survive there. You know, he went downtown. Within 2 years, he was out of business. He had been there for years at the airport. Every time we wanted to buy clubs, we used to go over there. The moment he moved downtown, I said, the rent is gonna get you.
Yeah.
You know, he was out of business in no time. Okay. Now, here's another way we mark up. Look at number 16. He says the raw food cost is $4.25,
Wow.
and the 200 markup is desired. If he says 200% markup, that means I go to my 100 and I add what? 200. Once it says markup, I add to make it what? 300. That means you're paying 3 times as much now. See, that's what it means. If you earn a 200% markup, you add 200 to 100 to make it what? 300. So the menu price will be, the food cost was how much? $4.25?
Yep.
Now I multiply by what? 3, right? Because I moved the decimal 2 places. So it'll be $12 and what? 75 cents. Yeah. That's more in tune with what they're doing downtown. Okay. $4.25, you're paying $12.75. The rest of the money goes for the cooking, the electricity, the gas, and all that other stuff. And then they add liquor on top of that. We don't even talk liquor really in this class.
Liquor's a big market.
That's where really most of the money comes from. The more they drink, the more they don't pay attention to what they're eating anyway. So they don't drink.
They're so drunk they don't know what they're eating.
Yeah, they don't even know what they're eating. Or they'll say, oh yeah, give it to him, give him a plate.
That's where you make the money.
That's those places you go to, Judge.
Now look at the other thing, they have a multiplier. If they say multiplier, you just multiply. So the boss might come in and say, how much is the food cost? Of $4.25. Then you ask the boss, how much should we charge the customer? He said, times 3. So multiply by 3. Or sometimes you say times 5. You multiply by 5. Some of those restaurants downtown are like that. You pay. One time years ago, you know, I think it was Christie's down there, the steakhouse. Yeah. I almost had a hole-in-one. They gave me a ticket to go eat there for $150. This was years ago. I said, $150? What am I going to eat for $150? I took my wife and my youngest daughter. When I went there, when they gave me the bill, I wanted to take the young daughter out of there. I everybody else not out of it. I was shocked. I left them more money there. I gave him the coupon for 150 and I left more money on top of it. That was years ago. I don't know what it is now. Christie's down there. Oh man. Everything's like a la carte or something.
Yeah.
So if they say multiply by 5, you just multiply by 5. Right? Any questions on pricing? Okay, that's okay. Now, if they're markdowns, we what? Subtract. Now, when do we use markdowns? To encourage customers to use your place, right? So you might say there's a 20% markdown. You subtract 20%. So the customer will only have to pay what? 80%. And if it's a fraction, you tell us which one. If you say there's 1/4 markdown, you subtract 1/4 from 4 quarters, they only pay what? 3/4. Now when do you do this? There are a lot of places like if they do weddings and all that stuff, they say they get a conflict in those wedding dates. They might say, oh, instead of you getting married this Friday, if you do it next Friday, I'll give you a discount. You know? And some people will say, oh yeah, we'll take it. They put, 20% discount. So they'll pay 80 cents to the dollar rather than pay $1. Okay? So those are if it's marked down, you just subtract. And you can even mark it down as a decimal too. So 20% will be the same thing as what? 20 cents. So you only pay 80 cents here. Okay. So you can do it as a fraction, or you can do it as a decimal, or you can do it as a what? Percent. Okay, I think that takes care of everything.